find a way to run from the city of the sun. You could have stayed, it's only over when the day is done. I never knew you was a runner, yeah. I mistook you for a son. It don't matter what we think when it's all over. 'Cause this is our last chance to leave it all behind. Raise your voice and raise your power, yeah. This is our last chance to leave it all behind. Raise your voice and raise your power, yeah.
Archie, is it fun?
Fun.
Fun.
After me. Ready? Happy?
Happy.
New?
New?
New.
Was wrong to say I wouldn't change a thing, 'cause in the story of our lives, the best of times through color glass, time rolls on enough to let me move on past, but every little now and then it creeps on back to shape my smile.
Today is March 11th, 2021, and it's 2:14 a.m. I don't have that much time today because I have a doctor's appointment, but I can't sleep, so I had no choice but to get up and start recording something. All right, 665 subscribers. All right, let's go on Twitter and see what's going on. As a matter of fact, something happened yesterday. I think I made a mistake, but people already I think I put it as premiere. I mean, there's nothing special about any of my videos for me to make it premiere. I was gonna change it, but because I see 17 people likes it, who's probably just waiting, I just leave it. But it was just to be a regular schedule kind of thing. But I did it late last night. I was like half asleep, so that was a mistake. But at least I didn't put it live because I didn't want it to be live. And there's one I already made for tomorrow. Okay, that's like 10 minutes video. That's for tomorrow morning. Not knowing if I was gonna have time today to make any video. All right, so let's get going. Okay, what is going on? I didn't bookmark anything. Things were okay. Let me go to my notification, because I already went over my notification, my bookmark yesterday because of that's the video for premiere, and it was supposed to be scheduled for tomorrow, but I make it for premiere. I don't know, so I'm gonna leave it alone. All right, Queen to Palace staff, please stay silent. Palace staff, don't you dare tell me what to do. Oh my God, what the F? What the F? This is what I've been saying. There are two entities here. who's running the show? Who is running the show? And also in the video, I believe that is premiere for 12 p.m. Today. Harry said something that I came across with Oprah. I think that's additional thing, or maybe it was in the thing where Harry said when he was explaining something to Oprah about secretary, when he came to England, the Queen asked him to come over for whatever, and then as soon as he landed in England, Harry's secretary told him not to go to see his grandmother. What happened is that they're trying to keep Harry away from the Queen. Harry is too much of a good voice reasoning. I recorded it in the middle of the day. I couldn't really explain too much. My kids were in class and stuff like that. Instead, I was typing. Each time something came, I typed what I was thinking. Okay? Because I couldn't really talk loud because he was in class. Right? So I was right. And look at this. I just got this here. Queen to palace staff, please stay silent. Palace staff, don't dare tell me what to do. All right. I know this is going through the... let's see. Let me just read because I just turned on my computer. Queen will reach out to Prince Harry for peace talks. Her Majesty will take personal charge of interview fallout and has issued a 3-line whip on palace staff to stay quiet. Okay, that's Rebecca English, editor. When was that? March 10, 2021. Okay. All right, there's another headline here from Mail Online. The new Battle Royal Palace staff said Meghan was giving some of the Queen's most senior staff as mentors to support her after joining the family, but a pal of the Duchess says there are emails and text messages provide explosive claim. All right? All right? I want people to tell me if I wasn't you. I didn't even need to see what was going on. I saw that was what was going on. Okay? And I'm right. 100% right. Let's see here. There's more email. Is Becky aware that what she writes makes zero sense? Or, let's see here. What is going on? People are literally reeling from what has happened, and some staff will dearly love to publicly rebuke some of what has been said about them, but the Queen has taken a very measured, sensible approach. She is leading by example. This is a matter for her and the family to deal with. I told you, they kept her out. I knew she didn't know what was going on. I knew it. Okay, the Daily Mail can reveal there is genuine hurt that the couple have perpetrated the image that Meghan was cut adrift and left to fend for herself. Look at this. Even in the interview, she said something about, she spoke positively about about the Queen. All right? So she had a good relationship with the Queen. But I had a feeling there were two entities, Harry and especially Meghan, who could pretty much put extra sense of what was going on. Okay, I told you it will be Harry who's gonna save England. Okay, because Harry was too much of a good reasoning. Okay, I knew they were trying to take over, to get rid of the monarch, to get people angry. All right, so they were giving anybody who's close to the throne bad advice. So people, the regular people, to be angry. So what's holding the UK right now is because it's not all UK that's upset about it. Okay, those racist people are still for, those Tories or whatever. There's still some of them that's there who pretty much have the mic. All right. And I remember I said whoever's gonna put the country back together is gonna be Harry. Okay. In fact, sources said the Duchess was giving a string of the Queen's most senior staff as mentors after the couple became engaged, as well as being allowed to handpick her own 15-strong team of loyal and talented private office staff. What was it? Then they said there was someone, was it Knopf or something like that, who was working with both Harry and what's the other one? The other brother, William. Okay, who was, probably was dictate who should be working with whom. All right, it is very disingenuous to make such swift generalization, one insider said. There was a brilliant team of very experienced and loyal aide to help them. Sadly, she and Harry were willing to listen to no one. Because Harry said they were giving bad advice. And I knew it. I knew it. All right? And that is the honest truth. I believe Harry. I believe Harry. Okay? So the staff are not respecting the Queen's wishes. Is that what is happening? Okay, they never will, because leaking is how they make money in there. Alright? Lord, not the black equerry as a mentor BS again. Okay, you mean the one black man and her staff, because they have their blackness in common? These people are ridiculous. Okay, it's funny because they prove Harry's point about the Queen not in control. What did I say? I said it. I knew this. Queen was not in control. They were keeping him adrift, okay, away from Harry. That's the thing. They were keeping the Queen away from Harry because Harry was giving more of a good advice. Okay, how is she gathered everyone together privately while people still leaking information and briefing to the press? She needs to go and get all of her staff, all communication staff, everybody. Okay, in one room, whichever, with their distancing, put a mask, put a something, keep them, distance, and then whoever's not listening to her, she has to fire them on the spot. That's what she needs to do. I knew that's what was going on over there. I knew it. Okay, and the thing is that Harry better still not go back. Things is not because what's happening here, whoever is advising Charles and William, they're not giving him good advice too. All right? They're not giving them good advice, because what happened with Charles, he wants yes, 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 and these people are giving him that yes, 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 propping him up. Okay? And at the same time, when he asks for advice, that's Charles, that is, and his secretaries. When he asks for advice, guess what? They, give him bad advice. Okay, so it looks like the article about royal needing to take back the reign from courtiers is pretty accurate. LOL. Simultaneously reported as well. Incredible. Okay, posted by the same reporter at the same time. It's like scene from A Few Good Men. Quote, any chance they ignore the order? Clearly they did. Is the Queen still the Queen? Okay, I said that. Okay, the monarchy has been run by advisors, the henchmen and grey suit for a long time. She's nearly 100. Futures. How could she be competent to run a show like that? She's a figurehead. The thing is that the minute I knew it, the minute her dad passed, they took control. They were not, they were telling her this is the way things go and things like that, when it's not. Okay? And then the next person the next secretary who come, and then it's the same thing. All right? Okay, peace talk. They really feel under siege. People's laughing. Yes, and the tabloid earn. 8-9 time articles on 3 pages of murmur and drool of slobbers and advertising click and clacks. So what is the Queen's senior staff, or was it the black equerry? Okay, or is he a member of the senior staff himself? She will, or her staff will. Harry said it. They were giving her bad advice, and that's why I said bingo. Same here. We knew about Meghan not coping well. Same press, Queen senior staff helped Meghan so much to the point her mental state was affected and needed help. Got it. It sounds like torture to me. Let's see here. That's the thing. They were trying to keep them separate. Okay, get her to upset. I don't know. At this point, the Queen is like, I did enough. I'm just holding to dear life and stuff like that. She doesn't really care what happened to, who Harry married to or whatever. But the thing is the futures, the one that's holding to dear life. The futures. All right? They're propping them up. All right? William, since the mom passed, they got rid of the mom. Okay? So the mom don't give good advice. That's the thing. Princess Diana was giving too much of a good advice. They had to get rid of her. And then the same thing with Meghan. Okay? She came in, too much of a good reasoning. They knew, I think Harry have been keeping it too quiet. too quiet, but every now and then he voiced his opinion. But he didn't go full blast. But when Meghan came and probably was like, what the F is going on? What's this? What's that? Okay? Not to the staff, but probably to Harry. And then that's probably when they started seeing some shift when Meghan came in based on Harry's presentation to the courtiers. And they were like, oh, not only the tour that was so successful, but other things that were happening. This is where they said, we have to get Harry away from the brother. All right? He's too much of a good reasoning. All right? So they separate him with his brother. Prop up the brother, okay? Probably extra, telling him, yes, you this, you the man, you that. And then when they're giving him advice, it's to separate him with his brother. All right? Probably tell him, the throne cannot have a sibling with dark skin or something like that, So now William start thinking, all right, other things start coming up because they're giving him bad advice. And then little at a time, and in response to William to Harry is to cut them apart. Okay? The thing is that what kept thing going on a little bit longer is because Harry was in love. Because the things that William was passing on to Harry based on the courtier's advice is to get rid of Meghan, okay? But Harry was in love. He was not having it, okay? He had a mind of his own. That's the thing. This is all the thing that I'm seeing here. And then when they realize Harry and Meghan are not going anywhere, so that's when they go with the dad and do all of this and all of that, and then try to separate them even more, and still the thing went on, all right? And then now that they're married, they make it extra difficult, okay? Hoping Harry will still be divorced or something like that, or Meghan will leave or whatever. So guess what happened? Because of love again, Harry left. And then we got that interview where Harry put everything in perspective. He didn't say it out loud, but I could read between the things. I've been saying it before. Okay, one of the videos that's coming, you guys gonna see. All right, it's sometime when you're listening to my podcast, watch the screen, because there are things I'm saying on the screen as I'm editing. Sometimes some of the things that I'm saying when I'm recording, I realize I didn't fully explain, and there are times I put text on the side, this is what I meant, or this and that. So watch the screens when you're watching that other video, and other videos that I put out too, because other things that I say. Okay, what is going on next? Okay. This is Myra. That's probably file lawsuit for harassment, Meghan. Okay, I think I did this already. All right, let's go to home because I did all of my notification. This one. Okay, I think this one. Okay, let's see here. Oprah, who was concerned about Archie's skin color, Meghan, it will be too damaging. I'm not going to say. Harry, I will never repeat that what was said or who said it. Also, Harry and Meghan, that's the picture. All right, they around. I'm not gonna say it if you guys don't see what this squatty was trying to say. I'm not gonna say it. Okay, that they are talking and all of that. Hello, what does okay, just look at the picture. Just look at the picture. If you don't get it, I'm not gonna spell it out. Okay? That's me who responded. Sussex squad one heck of a that means to be inspector, investigator. You extra petty. You extra petty. No wonder he was bored with racism. Okay, ma'am. Okay, let's see. On another note, what are your thoughts? Okay, let's see here. I've been watching these clips for the past hour. After hearing what this lady said, it got me thinking. Could it be that these people wanted Meghan to be treated by palace doctor, and and she didn't trust them? Thoughts? Okay. I mean, you guys are late in the game. You guys are late in the game. What did I say? What did I say? Just go back to all of my old clip. All of my old clip. What did I say? Okay? Because whatever they said to the palace doctor goes. The palace doctor could have done something, okay, for her to have some sort of a abortion or something. And this is why she was like, nope, all right, let's see here. Let me hear this. I have so many flags. Let's see here.
Yes, I think we all in hearing her felt that should have happened. It seemed to me that, because people are arguing about whether she could have gone to a doctor, it seemed to me from the interview that she was saying she wanted to go somewhere to spend a few days or a few weeks. So it seemed like she wanted to go somewhere residential to get that help, and that was deemed unsuitable. And of course, mental health is such a precious and fragile thing, especially with someone who's going to be a mum and has just joined a royal family and is being attacked. Can you imagine all the feelings? And she's lost her father in many ways. All that stress and pressure on her, you just feel that you wish someone had just said it will be okay. You can go. We'll keep your identity secret. We'll try and keep it out to the press. Yes, we do wish that her mental health had taken precedent there.
We're gonna talk more about this later. Nick, got a phone in coming up.
It's 2 minutes. I'm probably gonna get flagged. I'm gonna put it at the end. They're talking about mental health or doctors and all of this. So
it's all a show. It's all a show. But you talk about mental health in public, and it is a very big step. I mean, I've spoken about my own mental health over the past year. I have a red flag emoji on my phone. If I post that, then the people that I post it to come running to help me, thankfully, and it's only I've needed it. But there's help with friends, there's help with family, there's help with charities, and that the younger members of the royal family are involved in mental health charities. It just seems
they just talk like not William with that mental health. It's just word. He doesn't care about anything.
You could help her.
I think that's a very fair point, because if the Fab Four, as they were once known, William and Kate and Meghan and Harry, achieved anything, it was the ability to talk about your feelings. So they would have been tuned in to that network. There would have been, you'd have thought, almost an army of experts standing by, not least the fact they'd also have quite right access to some of the finest physicians in the whole of the country. And to take issue, I know why Michelle...
Okay, so this is gonna be at the end, because I'm gonna let you guys watch it for like two weeks after I publish this video, and then later on I'm gonna delete it because I get too many copyright things, and they're not letting the copyright go even if I dispute it. All right, let's see here. I think they were worried the tabloid will find out and it will look bad on both sides. Okay, what was the thing? Could it be that these people wanted M to be treated by palace doctors and she didn't trust them? Thought. Okay. Was it when she was pregnant? No. Okay. I've been watching this clips for the past hour. After hearing what this lady said, it got me thinking. Could it be these people wanted M to be treated by palace doctors and she didn't trust them? I mean, there's so many things. The courtiers, their ways of doing things, and then the doctors are always yes. I don't know. Based on what Diana went through, I don't know. I don't know. If it was when she was pregnant, I will say what I said. I'm going to leave it there, even though now I understand what her thing was. She didn't trust anybody over there because the treatment that they were giving her, okay, worrying about her unborn child and all of this, all right, what skin color her unborn child was. So, nah. Well, if it was that, why didn't they bring someone into the palace for her? Okay, they could have tell her that okay, you can't go out there, it's gonna make us look bad, but we'll get somebody to come in and help you. They could have said that, okay, instead of her stepping out, make it look bad to the royal, okay, to the establishment. Bring someone in, okay, a specialist. Bring someone in to speak with her. All right, make that doctor sign some sort of a confidentiality, that she's not treating Meghan or anything like that. All right. So there's a lot of things that could have been done. Okay, I won't trust them either. Those magicians. Okay, those are the exact thought that come to mind. Okay, no question. Same with the nanny. I'm sure she has more to tell with receipt. All right. I mean, with all of the things that were going on, which I don't think anyone in the around her, they're calling her crazy or all of this. I'm seeing some tweets and all of that. No, even though she had some suicidal thoughts, at least she was in the right mind to say, I don't trust these people around me. All right. We've seen enough movies that plan out that way. Okay, she's not a dummy. All right. All right, what else? Okay, that's this. I branch out a little bit. What is that? Okay, renew. Okay, but took me a second. That's about okay, that's about this pretty much. This. All right, the original post. All right, renew. But took me 2 seconds. Me too. Okay, yes, you know it was okay. Egghead. All right, honestly, you a lot are naughty, and I love it. Okay, I love how Harry told Oprah who it wasn't. Okay, Harry said, not granny, not grandpa. As far as tampon, we're working on the relationship. Here's some eggs. Take home. LOL. Yes, the subliminal message. Only Sussex Squad will probably get this. That's why they want to say, if nobody who's watching my video then get it. Brilliant. Okay, subtle but true. Alright, so true. Good one. Okay, come on. Name names without naming them, or was it? Quote, can you taste the smell by smelling it? Oh, can you taste the smell by smelling it? Oh my God, you squad are crazy. OMG. The way I just cackled at this, I think I scared my neighbors. That's the squad. And it ended like this. Oh my God, people's laughing makes sense. It was him. Remember, he was incandescent with rage about Archie's birth was announced. Okay? Wow, I really got it without even trying. Okay? Sometimes the thing you amaze yourself. Alright? Thank you for entertainment night shift. Willie Rose. Yep. Alright, that's people. Oh girl, this is genius. It took me a second, then I screamed. Egghead. Alright, say less. There it is. Yep. Alright, so the squad are just laughing. Let's see here. What else? Now I'm at my homepage. Let's see what's going on since I was asleep. Okay, people asking why they let Harry marry Meghan. How else were they going to finally make the Cambridge clan shine? Okay, PD Kate against the Black American divorced actress was sure bet. One problem though, Harry truly loved her. I mean, I've been saying so many things about this. That's the thing here. That was their biggest mistake. If they weren't sure about it, there it is. That might break down the monarch. Alright, they should stick with the honest image, the optic, if they had said no. Okay, that's right. All of this could have been in the background. Okay, they thought they could break her, make her less. Then came the Pacific tour, and they knew they had to destroy her to make their plan work. Okay, they underestimate her intelligence and self-worth. That was their biggest mistake. Alright, the thing here, they underestimate their intelligence. The thing is that the thing that many of these white people put in their brain, that black people are not smart, and all of this negative stigma they put, to break down, okay, the other race. All right, all the things that they put on people's brain. At one point, many blacks used to think so. Okay, this was working at a point, but other people outshine. Okay, they put the black people at the same level. Okay, but few of them, Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, some here and there, stood on something to look what was in front, what was at the stage. Okay, if you've been watching some of my videos, you understand what I'm trying to say here. Okay, I'm talking about black race. Okay, black and brown race. Okay, the white people put them at the same level. Okay, you were lesser than, you can't think this, you can't that, anything negative to put the black race down. But few of them stood on something, like to pick at the stage and said, wait a second, there's something brighter at the stage here. Why are they telling us all this negativity? Okay, the Malcolm X, the Martin Luther King, and many of them, what is it? The one who didn't want to sit in the back of the bus. I can't think of any names right now. All right, very few. So those, and when we celebrate Black History Month, these are some of the Black people who pick up and said, no, that's not the, no, 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 no. What you're saying is wrong in all of this. They fought the system. Okay, this is the thing that they were putting in Black people's brain. But guess what? Guess who ate it up more than the people they were trying to make them eat it? Them. They the one who were eating it. They believe it. They thought it was true. Okay? So meanwhile, many Black people, educating themselves. All right, even though they were trying to put barriers after barriers, you can't go to school, or if you go to school, they break the education system. All right, after board education, whatever. Okay, I just got up. Okay, a lot of things are popping up in my mind. I can't think of the terms of the word, but if just follow me too. Okay, don't come after me. I'm missing this. I'm not quoting this. All right, so okay. Meanwhile, white people, all those negative things they were putting in Black people's brain, Black people were not eating it, were not buying it. But guess who was buying it? The white race. The nonsense they were putting out, okay? They said so much that they themselves believe it. But Black people, on the other hand, were not buying it, okay? What were they doing? Even though they were putting word Black after word Black, they were educating themselves, like the Oprah, who else? All of those people, even some who don't even go to college, like the Will Smith one, okay? They were good enough to know what to do or something like that. Will Smith is one of those that just came to mind, okay? Because he had some scholarship to go to school. He didn't take it. He went on to making music and all of this. All right? So there's more. That's the one I could think of at the moment. All right? So many Black people, like Thurgood Marshall, who else? And whatever. You got people who, during slavery, they were not supposed to be learned to read, but guess what? They find ways by learning from their kids and all of this. I can't think of the name right now. All right? So Black people were not buying it. Even after so many roadblocks they put in front of them, they find ways. Okay, this is what I'm saying. That Black people's brain is always working. So when a lot of things come in front of them, they don't automatically commit suicide, unlike the other people. But what they were keep on putting on Black people's brain, thinking Black people were buying it. Okay, which many of us were not buying it. Instead, we were educating ourselves as many ways as we can. Okay, without money, we find ways to educate ourselves. But instead, they were poisoning themselves. Okay, they were poisoning themselves, and then now things is blowing up in their brain and in their faces. Okay, so all of those nonsense they were putting in Meghan's head, okay, to put her down, and thinking that Meghan doesn't know anything, doesn't know any better, because it's the nonsense they've been spilling out for centuries, decades, and all of this. They buy it themselves, okay? But Meghan, on the other hand, was doing her thing, okay? Meghan is street smart and book smart, okay? Sometimes you don't get both of them, okay? Not everybody have that. Some people are very good in schooling and all of that. And there are some people who just street smart. They survive because they know how the street is like. Okay? But Meghan has both. Okay? Book smart and street smart. Guess how she became the street smart? All those hardship she went going through. Okay? Her car breaking down. Her door car wasn't opening. She found ways to get to audition and all of this. These are the street smart. Okay? People were making fun of it. This is where now it's paying off. All of these struggles she went through, these are the street smart. Okay, you have to find ways. She's been working since she was 13. Okay? So all of this BS they've been putting out for decades and centuries, it's coming out and blow right at their doorstep. Okay? Because they were the one who created all those racism, all those BS they've been putting throughout the world. Okay, so they thought Meghan was that, what they were feeding to Black people around the world. Okay, they thought Meghan was whatever it is that they had in their brain. But Meghan was like, no, I'm not like this, boy. Okay, that's where her street smart came in, bring it to the palace over there, and said, you misunderstand me. You were saying all those BS. That wasn't me. That was you, because this is what you thought. All right. So this thing is blowing right at their front door, and guess what? The minute, well, it may not be the minute she walked in and realized the type of people she was dealing. Maybe this is just a regular practice to her. Whatever she's doing, she keep a receipt to herself. Maybe it was always like that with her. Guess whatever she's doing, just keep a backup for yourself, just in case. All right. So this become a habit for her. It probably wasn't even hard work. Like some of the squad were saying, she probably had an alphabetical order and by date, months, and who said this and all of this. Okay? So they were spilling out nonsense, but meanwhile, she was keeping receipt. All right? So that's that. And this is what's killing them. Now that the friend came out and said she got receipt, you could say whatever you want, but she got receipt. It's almost like the copyright thing. All right? She knew what she got. She knew where she was standing. She knew the law. And like, okay, you could go to the president for all I care. I know what the law is. All right? So this is what's going on here. Okay, those courtiers, these are the nonsense they were spilling out through the world. Okay? And Meghan was like, okay, if that's what you think, say whatever you want. And the thing with the queen not running the show, I've been saying it. I'm not surprised by it at all. Okay? Anyone who's been watching my videos and listen to me, this should not be a surprise to you. Maybe now that you see it, you're going to say, oh, what? Pure Entertainment was right. What is it? I think you guys put it in abbreviation now. PYTE was right. Okay? I better send her my pictures and see if she could read my picture. As if I'm a freaking psychic. It's not a psychic. The nonsense that's going on, everybody saw it. It's just you guys were too late into the game. I saw it. I went as far back as I could to learn about the tabloid, how the tabloid work. Okay, whatever I did the research on, I put it out for you guys. I'm not a freaking genius. I had to find a way to understand what was going on. To understand. In order for me to see what, moving forward, I had to go back. Go back. How did it started? Why are they like this? And all of that. Okay, with the tabloid, I knew. Okay, the thing is from the beginning. Anybody who's seen some of my videos, from the beginning, in England, even though black people were working freely and all of that, but the main thing is the level of society. They wanted to keep everybody in their level of society. Okay, when black people starting to conjugate with whites and they were having babies and all of that, that's where the light bulb came in and said, no, we don't want mulattoes at the throne. Okay, we do not want them here. And they start putting negative tabloid. That's where it started. Putting negative tabloid about them, putting images about how their faces look and all of that. Go look at some of my old videos. Okay, it's there. It's not even my word. It's other clips that I saw and I put it in there. Okay, it's not my craziness talking. Okay, I saw something and I said, oh, this is it, this is that. And I put the video together and show it to you guys. Okay, everything that I'm saying, I saw it and I put it out for you guys. Okay, so when they see black people starting to get higher in social class, all right, to control them, to control the mind, it's through the tabloid, because people were reading the tabloid, they take advice from it, they thought it was the truth and all of that. All right, they start putting images of them in the negative way, like when Meghan gave birth. All of this have been going on for a very long time, but no one put a stop to it. Now that with social media and people around the world and call foul, but for them this is new. It was like another day. Okay, it was the norm. Okay, so their main objective was for mulatto not to be at that level. Guess what? Out of nowhere, Meghan came, boom, right in that social class. They've been working for centuries to prevent it from happening. Okay, so when it does happen, they try to do another tactic. Okay, to make Harry no, don't do this. This is no good or whatever they're giving. They didn't say it to Harry. They said to the brother, because the brother was raised by the institution. So they prop him up, okay, to listen to them, okay? So the egghead doesn't understand these kind of things. So whatever the egghead had said to Harry is things the courtier have worded to him to say to the brother, okay? So this is what I'm seeing here, okay? They underestimate her intelligence and self-worth. That was their biggest mistake. The biggest mistake is to say yes to the marriage. That's all. Okay? All right. I think they knew, hence isolating her from day one. Hey! Okay? You guys are seeing this now? I'm telling you, you guys better tell other squatters to come and watch my channel. Okay? This is why I put dates on my things when I say certain things. All right? I think they knew, hence isolating her from day one, but they counted on Harry helping break her and that she wouldn't fight back. Okay? You guys are late in the game. I saw this. Two problems. They underestimate Meghan's brilliance, intelligence, savvy, and courage. She won't buckle. All right? That too. Okay? Like I just said, it's the nonsense they're feeding to the people for decades and centuries. They bought it themselves. All right, Meghan was doing her thing, but they failed to see it. They were laser focused on her skin color. I've been saying it. They've been laser focused on her skin color, and each problem that presented itself, they just throw it at it, thinking Meghan is one narrow-minded. Okay, but as they're throwing things at her, they were not thinking as a broader issue. I've said this in some videos. Okay, they were not thinking of the future. They were not thinking of the ripple effect of it. All right, they just laser focus on one thing, and that was their mistake too. All right, two problems. They underestimate Meghan's brilliance, intelligence, savvy. Okay, I just read that exactly. They truly underestimate Meghan and the power she came with. Okay, all right. I'm telling you, you guys, please promote my channel. You guys are late in the game. This is why sometimes when things happening, I'm not surprised by any of them. Okay, I've been sharing my thought with you guys. Some of you from the beginning thought I was talking negative about Meghan. Okay, I have videos about Tyler Perry. I not even knowing Tyler Perry was helping them. And the title of that particular video with Tyler Perry and the Sussexes, and I said they are in good hands, not even knowing what the amount of help that Tyler Perry was helping them with. Okay, I didn't even know. And just look at the date of that particular video. That's something I cannot edit on YouTube. I mean, I could edit the title, I could edit the dates that I put on those, the description and all of this. I could edit all of them. But one thing I cannot edit is when it went live, when I published it. Okay? When I published the video, you guys could see exactly what I said in all of my videos. Were all before all of this came to light. Okay? I'm not I don't read crystal balls or anything like that. I just read between the line. Okay, I'm not a freaking genius. A lot of time you guys are correcting me. All right, so I was getting a lot of slack from the get-go. All right, even when I talk about his status in the U.S., okay, I was like, oh, I got a lot of backlash for this. Why was I thinking about it? Because of who was in power. Trump was there. I was like, oh my God, if this happened the way that I see things were going on, Queen is calling, I think it was before that too. Queen is calling Trump to congratulate him for was it Happy 4th of July and all of this. And the next thing you know, the AG who was investigating Andrew was fired. And I was like, oh my God, they want Harry back. They're gonna want Harry back. Let me see what his status is. That was the thinking behind that video. All right, I wanted to see what was his status, because even if the Trump were to tell him to go back to the UK or throw him out of the US, okay, I need to find out how can he stay, what law is in the book for him. This is why I put that video, and I get a whole bunch of slack. Guess what? I left the video on. I didn't take it out. Okay, you have to go with your gut, your core values. when I do these videos, sometimes I'm wrong. I'm not saying I'm right all the time. I don't expect anybody to agree with me 100%. Okay, I've had one of the comments on the I think in my review, the very first comment that I got, it may not be the very first one. This person said, I disagree with you, and this, I was like, yeah, you have the right to disagree, but she didn't give her reason why she disagreed or what things I said in the video for her to say that. And I told her I still stand by what I said in the video because that's what I was feeling. And when I did the review of the interview, I made sure not to read on social media so I don't get deterred of what I was thinking. I was tweeting. Okay, I was tweeting, but I was not reading too much of what was going on. One thing I saw, however, was Omid Scobie. He was putting quotes out. So that was the only thing that I was reading is Omid's tweet because he wasn't putting his opinion majority of the time. It was mostly quotes. And I was like, I can't remember some of the things that was said while I was writing my thought. Not to forget my thought. My thought was more important than the quoting of the of what Meghan and Harry was saying. Because I know later on the videos will be on YouTube. I could always go back to them. But it's my thought process. I wanted to make sure it's put on paper. Before I even know it, in between takes and stuff like that, I was still writing my thoughts. Okay? I'm kind of slow on this. But then I saw Omid was tweeting quotes, so I was following his quotes. That way I could, if I missed something, I could get it from him. All right. And then somebody said they disagree with me, and this I forgot for what reason, but I don't think the person put reason. But I said I still stand by what I said. You have the right to disagree with me. All right. This is why my comment section is open. You guys have the right to disagree with me. I'm not a genius. I mean, this is how we can have the connection. Okay, because I sit behind my computer spitting my BS to you guys, but you guys have a right to say, no, you're wrong here, I don't agree with you. I mean, the squaddies, when I know squaddies are responding, I know who they are. If it's somebody who's just passing by or paid trolls, I know who they are. All right, but I want to hear from the squaddies, okay? Express opinion and learn from each other. And I've learned a lot, believe me, on the comment section. All right, I think when Kate and William first heard about Meghan, she assumed that Meghan was a girl much inferior than Kate, and threatening to Kate. Once Meghan began to shine, they began to try to find any possible way to damage Meghan. I mean, yeah, all this are true. See, as I'm editing this video, one thing came to mind is the fact that William, those people who give him advice, always propping him up, putting things in his head like he's the best, he's the man, he's this, he's that, he's always perfect kind of thing. So when Meghan came, Meghan put a slap on his face and said, hey, you ain't shit, okay? Even though you're near to the throne, you ain't shit. I mean, Meghan didn't say that, but pretty much that's what it is. Reality pretty much just smack him in the face, pretty much. All right, that's what you get for wanting people popping you up all the time, thinking you are perfect 24/7. Okay, that's what happened. You look like a fool in front of everybody. All this are true. I'm not surprised by any of them. All right, let's see here. Some of the things that what is that? Okay. Did I read this? I'm reading. Okay, let's see here. What is going on? New. Ian Murray has resigned as executive director of Society of Editors after the body came under fire for a statement regarding Harry and Meghan's remark on media racism. When I read this, I started reading some of these. Don't get me wrong. This is why I bookmark it. When I read this, the first thing that came to mind, okay, I don't know if I recorded it, if I read it on my own. I came across an article that said all of these people in high society, they've been friends since high school, whatever school in England were, okay? So it's a group of high society people who've been together. They've known each other since they were kids, okay? So when they move from one certain position or whatever, they go to the next one, it's the same group, okay? It's the same group of people. So when I read this, that particular article that I read came to mind. Even if he resigned, guess what? He's still talking to the same people who can shape and manipulate the system to make people believe something is being done. Okay? He may not be the figure there. His voice of opinion is still there. What they need to do here, if they really want to reform things that's going on here, is to get rid of all these people. Get people from different class system, okay, who have good education background, who could handle this kind of thing, into this. They can keep these people there because they all are one. They all are one. No matter how they shuffle them, okay, move them from this to that. Guess what? They go to dinner together. They could come under one roof and talk about one issue, and then they all go in their separate office, whatever position, and then the goal that they spoke about is what they're gonna aim for. All right. So what they need to do is remove these people from their position. Okay. I read that article. I'm wondering if I share it with you, because sometimes when I read articles for you guys, I really feel really dumb doing this, but I see the importance of them sometimes. It was early on when I started putting videos. I don't think I put it. I recorded it when I was reading it. Damn, I should have done that. I don't know. If some of you watch all of my videos, let me know if you came across one of the videos where I mentioned this. Because I remember coming across with something where I was reading about these people. That's when I first started putting content for the Sussexes. That's how I started. I went really way back. All right. And then every now and then little articles are popping here and there to inform me. All right. Let's see here. This was written by Rachel Johnson. What is this? Okay, so I have done my due diligence on Miss Markle, and this is where I stand. Genetically, she is blessed. If there is issue from her alleged union with Prince Harry, the Windsors will thicken their watery thin blood, the blue blood, and Spencer pale skin and ginger hair with such rich and exotic DNA. Miss Markle's mother is a dreadlocked African American lady from the wrong side of the track who live in LA, and even the sorest sprinters has to admit that the 35-year-old actress is extremely easy on the eye. Miss Markle has an active there's more to it, so it's cut. All right, so what happened is that, I guess in a way for England, this was a good thing. Okay. But unfortunately, Meghan had to go through it. It's very unfortunately, she had to sacrifice her mental health for this to come to light. But England really needed this awakening. The same way, unfortunately, Princess Diana had to sacrifice herself to shed light to what was going on. It's almost the same thing, but thank God for now, the only thing Meghan had to sacrifice was a short period of mental health thing. Okay? Thank God she got out of it, and we still have her with us. But this need to be said. Okay? They were so laser focused on her skin. Their work did not matter. They were so blind. Okay? They were so blind of her dark skin color that this is where we get to see the light that was being the blur. Okay, the optimism, not optimism, when someone cannot see, hypnotism, that's the word, hypnotism that was going on over there. All right, so this need to be this where we are now. England need to be awakening from it. There are some who still in the dark. All right, so I really think the Queen did whatever affection that the Queen showed Meghan. I think so. And the same way in that picture where Meghan was sitting next to the Queen, that also what I've said when I saw the picture where she's sitting next to the Queen, whatever I said on that particular video. And I believe it was that particular event where the Queen was saying to share the thing to cover their legs or something like that. All of this, okay, is proof of some of the things that I've said. But when Meghan was asking questions for educational purposes, I don't think Betty was there to teach her. Okay, I said this. All right, because she's not next to the throne. Question that Meghan were asking, or question Kate should have been asking, but she doesn't care. All right, she's not there to learn or anything like that. She's just there to whatever to to get the crown. Okay, this is Piers gushing about Meghan. What is that? 58 seconds.
Very intelligent, I thought very smart, very charming, very warm, very direct with eye contact. She was a really nice person. And she seemed to me to have a sense about her of being concerned about issues, concerned about the planet, the environment, women's rights. She's got that campaigning streak too. But I really liked her. You know, I mean, I'm just sad I lost her as a friend. It's like Harry. You could have thought of me here, buddy.
You're quite bitter about this.
Well, I'm not bitter, just sad.
Yes.
You know, mainly because I don't get the Suits episodes, and that really kills me. But also, I just thought we were friends, Meghan. What happened? But I get it, because Harry, the moment it became serious, there's no way Harry wants Meghan Markle anywhere near media people, just period. Doesn't mean I haven't ruled out that I might get an invite to the wedding.
So you haven't yet?
No, but I just think Meghan will be sitting there thinking, you know what, I owe that guy one. I really owe that guy
What does she
one.
owe you?
She owes me an invitation to the wedding to make up for cutting me dead. Very
Wow.
intelligent, I thought very smart.
This is the truth here. I believe he was telling the truth here. Okay? Because they didn't invite him to the wedding, so he went all out. He went all out. That was the truth here. All right? Everything he said here is the truth. And then that cost him his life. I mean, for someone in the media, you should not take your work thing at home. This is where the hat come off. All right, you at work, you could do whatever that your job requires of you, but once you get home, take the work hat off. Be a father, be a husband, and all of that. But he took it out 24/7, 365 days a week. So that cost him his job. Okay, this man is married. Okay, why is he speaking like a disappointment suitor? Okay, guess what? I don't know. Maybe in the UK, the way people jump to people's bed like it's nothing. Maybe this is the norm over there, thinking that Meghan will give him a little piece here and there. All right? I'm just saying. Hey, I'm just saying. I'm not saying this is what Meghan is like. I'm not saying that. But knowing what's going on in England with pedophile, they're having orgy parties and all of this nonsense. Maybe that's what he was expecting. All right, and Harry and Meghan are not this type. All right, based on things that I've read, where was it Harry was talking to the brother to be more faithful to his wife. All right, Harry is not like that. Okay, good. What a waste of space. I don't get why they double down on the full rage, then resign. I mean, he should stop. He should have stopped. He should know when to stop. That's the thing here. And it went so far, maybe it became so serious after a while. Okay, remember, when you're repeating things over and over again, even though if it's a lie, you consume it. It became, for him, it became true to him. Because he kept on repeating it. Nobody was stopping him. That's the thing. All right? With the resign thing, it wasn't truly about Meghan or what he said about Meghan. It's for other people who's going through some mental health thing. And they felt like if he keep on going like this, people are not going to want to get help. All right? So that was the thing. And they gave him a chance to apologize. And he thought he was too big for that. He said no, and they give him the boot. All right. Was it only him who put the statement out? Otherwise, more should resign. This was a very dangerous statement in many ways. There needs to be an investigation and the press coverage of Meghan's so lesson can be learned. So many things, so many investigations needs to be done over there. What is it? Those people having parties together. All right. I don't think the Queen is into that party, but it's the two futures. They corrupt. The media corrupt. And this is why Harry said, whatever, like they trap or something like that. Okay? He said in that kind of sense. Okay? His father and William are trap. All right? Why? See, the thing is, I've said this before. Charles, the affection, the love and affection from the mother, he didn't get that human kind of thing. Okay? That Diana was giving Harry. Okay? And William too at some point. So Charles, who grew up in that institution, he became a robot from day one. Okay, his mom was a robot. Okay, and he became a full-blown robot, and he thought, all right, the courtiers put in his head, in order for you to get good press, okay, you have to be nice to the media. Okay, Diana, who was making sense to the institution, okay, to Harry and William, the courtier did not like that. Okay, to make William a human being. The institution wanted William to be a robot, to only get information the way they want him to get it. So they pushed Diana out. Okay, and then what happened is that from day one, Charles, who became a robot, and he passed it on to William, thinking this is the way to get good press. Okay, when it's not. Okay, William was a young man. He was, I mean, even if he made mistake, okay, the tabloid reported he was young. Okay, but for for Charles, he thought you have to get praise 24/7 when it's not. You can't be perfect 24/7. All right. So this is the thing here. Charles teach William this is the way, but Harry, on the other hand, who was not next to online, okay, he was getting the rough kind of teaching, okay, the love, the affection from his mom, and the street thing when he went to the army and all of this. I mean, he said it. The army shaped him. All right, all of the BS that the courtier was putting in his brain, it's not it. All right, he went out there to the real world and see what was going on. All right, let's see. Wow, color me surprised at this accountability. Okay, please watch where he turns up next. The establishment in Britain is all about performance action. What does it look like? And instead of what it really means, the verdict remains to be seen. Yep, they just stage stuff, all right, to perform things like a robot kind of thing. When, you know, all you have to do is be yourself. I mean, people could sense that. This is why people gravitate toward Harry. There's so many mistakes Harry made. So many mistakes. Why they still love him? Because he was behaving like a human being. Okay? We only like robots when we are controlling them. Okay? We behind the computer. We do this. We type this. That's when we like the computers. But if the computer start talking back to you and said, wait a second, you're doing this wrong, you'll be freaking out. You break that computer down. So this is what the courtiers turned William and Charles into. A robot. They don't know any better. When they go to a public speaking, they have to read something and on the paper. All right? And then they don't really mean it. What happened to mental health thing? What happened to Harry? I mean, not Harry. William with his mental, is it head fit or something like that? What happened to that? And not too long ago, they were still talking about mental health. What's going on with that? Okay, when this was going on in your house. All right. So probably when Meghan mentioned it to the courtiers, to HR, okay, human resources, they didn't pass it on to anybody else. They kept it to themselves, the courtiers. All right. They're the one who run the show. All right, so she's asking for mental health. Okay, we're getting to her. Let's ramp it up a little bit more. Let's ramp it up. All right, this is the way it is. This is that. And Harry, on the other hand, who's a free thinker, and was like, if this is the way it is, I'm not staying in it. Because I'm about to lose my wife just like I lost my mom. Okay? And she's the next closest to me since my mom. So I'm out of here. This is the way Harry saw it, because he was a free thinker. All of the BS they were putting in Harry's head, there was a shield. It was just bouncing off. Harry was like, no. Okay? And he even said, they're giving the grandmother bad advice. That video that I put to be premiere by accident, I never put anything premiere. I think I did it once also. It was by accident. Okay? I'm not going to have anything live until I get to that 1,000 subscribers, because this kind of option is not there for me, because I don't have enough subscribers. All right, this is why I'm reaching out for the subscribers here. Where is it? Let's go to the monetize. This one. All right, the requirement, 1,000 subscribers, I need to reach that. And some of the option that the Sussex squads have, where they do live stream or the podcast or something like that, live podcast, I can't do it because I don't have enough subscribers. This is why it's more important to me. So whenever I decided to do anything, okay, at least those options are open for me. Okay, the public watch hour, I surpass it, way surpass it. Okay, they required 4,000 watch hours. Okay, I'm up to 29,000 plus. Okay, I surpassed this, but it's the subscription. So you guys need to tell people about my channel. Okay, so at least those options can open for me. I don't know if I'll ever do live stream or anything like that, but with my house, I only available right now is 3 a.m. because everybody's sleeping. Once they get up, I can't really record. I had to lock myself in the room yesterday to do some of the recording. All right, let's continue here. Wow, great news. In just a week, Pierce fired. Director of Society of Director gone. Palace under fire. 2021 is already proving fruitful. Okay, and the Daily Fair has to pay up plus publish a front page apology and a large font for 30 days. Okay, blame me, Morgan, Murray, who's next? Okay, where will this all end? All right, when the last person supporting racism and bigotry in British media is out, that's a good answer. Shouldn't that be the goal? Okay, my week just got better. I was so disheartened by the interview he gave to BBC News. Total lack of acknowledgement to the point of arrogance. Britain is better than this. We can't continue to allow people like him to deny what we can all see. But where do we go from here? I mean, you just have to keep the pressure on. The way the institution is, all right, calm down, don't say anything, let the wave go. All right, stay quiet, let it pass. Okay, let the people steam, let them release their steam, and then eventually they'll cool off. Guess what? You have to keep the heat on all the time. Keep talking about it. Keep talking about this. I've been saying it. I was like, how come I'm not seeing the UK, the British, the people were talking? Okay, not knowing some of you were from Britain or something like that, but I was like, you guys need to speak. It's to keep the conversation going, keep the heat on. Don't let it cool down. Once it cool down, guess what? Everybody go back to their regular ways. Okay, so all those people who is in those position, like when Harry made a complaint to the to, I think it's IPSO or ISPO or something like that. I forgot the abbreviation. It's where those people who is like a watchdog for journalists. Okay, if they do something wrong or something like that, they could be implemented. So Harry's first step when the journalist or the media was talking negative about him, he made a complaint to those people. All right, they brush it off. So this is why you're getting so many lawsuits from Harry. Okay, so many lawsuits is being filed by Harry because the IPSO are all the same. Okay, they brush him off. Okay, they don't take him serious. They side with the newspaper. Why? The same thing that I told you. They all are a group of friends. Okay, the group of friends. They are, how will I say that? Protecting each other's back. Whatever organization, whatever high position, let's say for instance, I don't know if any of them are in the police system, but in the police, investigators, or any kind of those big places that's supposed to be there for the people. Okay, when you make a complaint, you go to that, or if whatever position it is. Okay, so they are all friends in that high position. Okay, when you make a complaint by one, where it should be private, guess what? Because they are friends, they go and tell the other one, oh, this person made a complaint about you, so you better watch out. Okay, so this kind of thing, when the complaint should have been stay confidential. All right, so they are a group of friends who's watching each other's back. So when a complaint is made at any organization or any office and all of that, guess what? It's like you're making complaint to one person for all of them. Okay, so they're protecting each other. Okay, let's see. And this is one of the reasons I was afraid for Meghan's lawsuit, the copyright one. All right, because they all are friends, and I was surprised how thorough the judge went, line by line. Okay, so I was very surprised by it, and I'm happy with the result. And he was right, because there's no way Meghan should have lost it. Lost that lawsuit, similar to what's his name? Johnny Depp. Okay, let's see here. Good. I'm tired of people denying the existence of racism in the UK. British tabloids are horrible, racist, and it's about time we all fought it. I mean, Harry, they should have listened to Harry. Harry been saying it. Look at this. I'm not gonna be okay. Million are eating halal food without knowing it. My goodness. Okay, this is not even about Meghan and Harry here. These are just other race and groups that they're saying they're BS. Oh, my goodness, 9-year-old schoolboy is jihadi. My God, Muslim school ban our culture. Give us full oh my God. Okay, it's not just Meghan. Okay, it's all of them. Look at this. This is how, when you see things is happening on the street, okay, you see the empty brain. These are the feeding the empty brain, okay. So when they cross path with them and they think of this is what they're putting in their brain. People need to speak. Okay, bookmark ready. Next time I .bs. All right, let's see here, the dancing to it. Good, but it seems to me that he is not the only one who should be resigned. Okay, I think I read this. I've said it before, there should be investigation. Yeah, I read this. Lesson two for a start. Let's see, I'm skipping some, by the way. I fear dispel accountability in some of our press. I bet tiny section will be short-lived and we'll be back in the same cycle of talent, racism, xenophobic, and bigotry in no time, especially with Andrew Neil and Rupert Murdoch's news channel on the horizon. That's true. That new channel that's coming. People need to keep on speaking. Guess what? This is why they throw Harry and Meghan out. Okay? I know they made the decision, but the pressure the courtiers was putting on them, because there was no win for them. Okay? So they had to get them out of it. Harry and Meghan was shedding too much light to the people. All right? So this is the thing. You guys need to speak up. All right? This is why I was screaming. I'm like, where are the Brits? Why they're not talking? All right, these are things that I bookmark, and this I talk about. Let me go on Omid's thing. I already get flagged for this. All right, I got flagged for this. I have to talk about it. Let's see here. The family. I talk about it in one of the video, but I didn't really read too much of the comment. So let me see here. The family and staff were well aware of the extent of it, though their recollection may vary. Ours don't, because we lived through it with them, and there are many emails and texts to support that. Okay, friend of the Sussexes. I'm not gonna play it because I already got flagged for it. Okay, we told them to leave Meghan alone. They are received and they better watch it. I'm worried because I saw Twitter posts with told ITV interview with Meghan and Prince Harry was edited to look Meghan bad. Okay, Meghan and Prince Harry was edited. What was edited? ITV interview. So they're gonna get sued by CBS then. Okay, don't read things. They signed a contract with CBS. CBS sold them the right to it. Okay? CBS sold them the right to it. I'm sure there's a lot of speculation and things that needs to be done and all of this. If that's happening, CBS is gonna get its right back, and they're gonna pay back to CBS, and that's probably gonna go to to court. All right? You're supposed to air it the way CBS gave it to them. Okay, also some things about staff cut off. Is this true? Wow. I don't know if this person is in the UK or something like that. This is how they corrupt some mind. She or he probably did come across it, and then for him or her to question it must be really sad, because if they sold them the right, I'm sure there's stipulation into selling them that interview that Oprah did. All right, let's see here. not true. ITV just did not show the extra videos. Okay, they are just aired by CBS. Okay, they air the same dark as in the US. We should spread the extras as much as possible, especially the one about the privacy. Yep, that's right. So the same thing everybody's glue on Sunday night in the US, that's the same thing they sold to everybody else. But the other one, because CBS have the right with Oprah, okay? So Oprah could go on CBS and say other things that wasn't really put on the thing, because they had to crunch time. All right, they can do all of this. Like when I'm doing this video, that I'm sure there's a lot of things I'm gonna cut out. Okay, so they had to cut some stuff out to make time. So they pick some important part. But every day Oprah's coming out with more things. Okay, like the privacy thing and the part I believe where Harry said they're giving the Queen bad advice. That also was not. I don't think it was on the thing. It was in the on the special interview. It was in the morning after Oprah came in and showed that clip. All right, and I show some part of it here. What the Sussexes are doing is dangerous, and I think shameful to the Queen. They should just live happily out there. Hey, for 4 years they've been bashing. They have to come and tell the truth. Okay, but you got nothing on how the royal family literally almost cost this woman and her family their lives. Go sit down somewhere with your nonsense and hope they bring it all out. They bring it all down. Okay, that Bob on her, but most importantly, B, ma'am came with receipt, and I appreciate her support. Meghan Markle is courage. Thanks. I think I read some of this. Let me see what other thing Omid Scobie had that I didn't come across here. This is Omid. What is it? 11 hour. The palace has continually proven itself to be unable to empathize with any person who crumble under the pressure of its outdated, unreasonable expectation. My thought via Harper Bazaar. Okay, so this is him talking about what's going on here. Okay, so I'm not gonna go in it. Let's see here. Let me go in the comment though. Okay. How should the 54 countries of the Commonwealth and its predominantly black, brown, and mixed population feel about the realm figurehead belonging to an institution that claim to celebrate diversity, put in practice appear upon white supremacy? Okay, let's see here. That's a good question. Let's continue here. Makes you wonder why the Queen set up and devoted her life to help people of Queen Commonwealth Trust fought for freedom in South Africa, leading to Nelson Mandela praising her help regarding apartheid. Now tell me what Meghan Markle has achieved other than hate and division. Really, this is how you see it? You think it's Meghan who's creating the hate and the division? Why didn't they just leave her alone? Why didn't they just let her do her charity work that she was doing with Harry? Okay, why didn't they just leave her alone? Just focus on her work. Okay, a lot of things goes behind the scene you guys don't see, and you think it's her who's creating the division. This is what I'm saying. There's not enough outrage. And then with her, with the 54 countries to the Commonwealth here, this is the goal: is to break them. Okay, away from the UK, all right, because that's something that some of those people in high places find very like profitable for them. Okay, but they can't do it because it's under the Queen's hand. Okay, Queen under the umbrella of the UK. All right, so they want to break them. They want them to be separate entities, the same way you saw Trump got U.S. out of many of agreement with the European Union and all of this. All right, they wanted everybody to be separate, okay, and individually. Okay, so what happened when one is in trouble? You by yourself. So when you are together, okay, when a force is together, you can fight. You're stronger like that. So when you divide them, okay, like they said, divide you conquer. All right, when you divide them, you divide each countries by themselves. Guess what? Now they could go and do what they need to do. All right, this is what I'm seeing here. Okay, Meghan Markle was called in South Africa African queen, being biracial and senior member of the royal family, and this time she touched people's heart more than any other member of the royal family. They didn't like that. No. They want her to fail, but too many people were embracing her. Being called a queen is different than actually being a queen. I mean, okay. This is the imaginary thing here. Even when somebody call you by your name, it's just words, right? Yes, words have consequences. There is someone with power who is the queen, which is Queen Elizabeth. Okay? For them, the South African, some, not all, some South African don't really connect with the queen. Okay? Because she doesn't understand their pain, their anguish, their sorrow, and all of this. This is where the connection, that imaginary thing. She's just a figurehead. Okay, she's there. She's like any other person to them. But once Meghan came along, where she has the influence of the world, where, people, let's say she wants to bring awareness to certain things. People are flocking to give money and all of this. So for them, okay, unlike Queen Elizabeth, for them, Meghan was the queen to them. Okay, if Meghan go over there and listen to their problem and she come up with a solution, guess what? Whether or not she's a real queen or not, she is to them. That's the thing. This is the thing that really blinding many Brits over there. All right, that the Duke or those kind of special name, the Knight, the this, the that, the Earl, the all of this BS name. Okay. These names is just to open doors to them, for them. Okay? But Meghan, who was there just being Harry's wife, and then she and Harry are hands-on kind of people, they bring solution to people's problem. Yes, they will see them as a queen. Okay? So these people are just people who's, I don't know, who's blind to that kind of thing. And if right now, the people who are at the end of the, the other side of the stick, okay, who always be the one who be punished for those other people's BS, if they don't keep this talk going, okay, if they don't keep that talk going, then everything is going to come down, everything go back to normal. So they need to keep on talking about it. All right, I'm already 1 hour here. I need to get going. I thought I was going to read more. Let me go on... I'm thinking you go, but Omid thing. What else does he have going on here? I did this. The palace is continually proving itself. That's the one I just read. Okay, Canada joining the social ICTV panel shortly to talk through the latest news. Come join. Okay, that already happened. That was 16 hours ago. There's 34 comment here. Can you post it later for those of us who can't access it? All right, this was a good clip with CBS. They didn't include in the original. I believe it was the one where Harry said they don't give the queen good advice. Let me bookmark this because I had to search YouTube for it when I was making my video. In addition, this clip wasn't aired. The only people this clip affected and damaged is the private secretaries, okay, where they give the bad advice. These people in the royal household are the people who make the decision for the royal family. Okay, there it is. People are seeing what. Let's see here.
We didn't, because it's going to be a long drive and you're going to be exhausted.
She even said stay the night.
That was
wonderful. I love that.
Yep.
Yeah.
The moment we landed in the UK, I got a message from my private secretary, Fiona, at the time.
Private secretary is sort of like a CEO role in the institution.
Cutting and pasting a message from the Queen's private secretary, basically saying, please pass on to the Duke and Duchess of Sussex that he cannot come to Norfolk.
Okay.
The Queen is busy. She's busy all week.
After she just invited you?
Yeah.
Just invited me. The Queen's busy. She's busy all week. Do not come up here.
Okay, what I wrote on my video, you guys gonna see, which will be yesterday thing, is that the private secretaries, I don't think the Queen was booked. Once the secretary find out that Harry was gonna speak to the Queen, they book her week. All right, they find something to book the Queen. Okay, and I believe the Queen was telling the Harry the truth. Okay, because the secretary probably passed it on. Oh, you have this going on, this and that and da. Okay, so Harry was gonna put too much truth to the Queen. Okay, Harry was the voice of reasoning over there. They were trying to keep Harry away from the Queen, from talking anything sensible to the Queen. All right, let's continue. Listen, I put that and I typed it yesterday when I saw this clip.
Okay, so I rang her from Frogmore that night and said, I was thinking about coming anyway, but I hear you're now busy. And she said, yes, there's something in my diary that I didn't know that I had.
Okay.
And I said, well, what about the rest of the week? She goes, well, that's busy now as well. Okay.
That's because the secretary booked her. All right. They create something for the Queen to do so she doesn't see Harry during that week. All right. They were planning stuff. All right. They were cooking stuff here. Harry, who's feeling the end of that, whatever BS the secretary were doing, guess what? This information was going to go to the Queen. Okay? That one-on-one thing. They didn't want Harry to be next to the Queen at all. Okay? This is all the secretary is doing. Okay? These people, they need to go investigate them. Okay? Who were there at that time?
I didn't want to push because I kind of knew what was going on. And then later that night.
But doesn't the Queen get to do? Doesn't the Queen get to do what the Queen wants to do?
There where they give bad advice here. He's gonna say.
No, when you're head of the firm, there is people around you that give you advice.
Okay.
Bingo. All right. When you're head of the firm, there is people who give you advice. Okay, I'm doing this so I don't get flagged for it. I'm hoping because I'm commenting in between so they don't flag it, so I don't cut it out. All right? So when you're the head of the firm, there is people who give you advice. All right? Let me back it up a little bit.
Head of the firm, there is people around you that give you advice.
Okay.
And what has also made me really sad is some of that advice has been really bad.
Listen to this again. Some of this advice are really bad. What have I been saying? I want you to give me an amen in the comment section if I haven't been saying this a long way before Harry spilled it out. And guess what? It was not even on the special. Okay? Listen to it again.
Give you advice.
Okay.
And what has also made me really sad is some of that advice has been really bad.
Okay?
Wow. Yeah, that was.
That advice is really bad. Guess what it is? To destroy the monarch. Self-inflicted. Okay? So Harry, who said that, and for them to air it, give people in the UK. All right? This is what's going on here. I've said it, hypothetical speaking. There it is. Okay? I knew it. Okay? There is a lot that was in air because of time constraint. This one too. Her take on privacy. All right? So this one is a good one too. For all those people, I thought she wanted privacy. I thought this. Okay, I already got flagged for it, but I don't care. I'm going to put it again for you guys.
Expectation that shouldn't you have an expectation that you're going to have to lose privacy?
Well, it's two things here.
That's part of the deal.
Guess what? I'm sorry. I'm going to have to stop in between so they don't flag me for it. At least my reasoning for if they flag me, I will say I was commenting on it. Okay? So this is why I'm stopping. I'm sorry.
Two things here. I think everyone has a basic right to privacy. Basic, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we're
okay? Everyone must have a basic right to privacy. You, me, anybody. I'm doing this on purpose. I'm sorry.
We're not talking about anything that anybody else wouldn't expect. So if you're at work and you have a photograph of your child on your desk and your coworker says, "Oh my gosh, your kid's so cute. That's fantastic. Can I see your phone so I can see all the pictures of your child?" You go, "No, this is the picture I'm comfortable sharing with you." And then if they double down and say, "No, but you already showed me that one, so you have to show me everything." You know what? I'm just going to hire someone to sit in front of your house or hide in the bushes and take pictures into your backyard because you've lost your right to privacy because you shared one image with me.
This is what all the Karens should be. I mean, this thing, you know, let me bookmark this because all of these people will keep on saying, "I thought she wanted privacy. She wanted this. Why she's doing this?" I mean, for people who the English is their first language, I can't believe they don't understand this.
That's sort of the flawed argument and this operating mechanism that they're confusing people to think. I think life is about being able to share our stories and share parts of our lives that you're comfortable with. There's no one who's on Instagram or social media that would say, because I shared this one picture, that entitles you to have my entire camera roll. Go ahead, look through it. No one would want that. So it's about boundaries and it's about respect. They've created a false narrative. I've never talked about privacy.
Bingo. There it is. The squad been saying it. She never talk about privacy. It's just the respect. Respect what I want to show you. Don't go beyond that. And Harry been saying it since he was a young man. There has to be a line. He's been saying it. All right? Then there his wife. Okay? He got someone who agree with him too. All right?
I think that's just a basic understanding.
Okay?
There's no one who's on Instagram or social media that would say, because I shared this one picture, that entitles you to have my entire camera roll. Go ahead, look through it. No one would want that. So it's about boundaries and it's about respect. They've created a false narrative. I've never talked about privacy. I think that's just a basic understanding.
Okay? So there's that. Let's see. She said that's a thread. What else did she post here? Okay, whoa. Okay, so this is all of this. I think I came across. I'm already an hour and 30 minutes. I'm going to stop because I want to start editing it. So when I come back, I don't have any issues. Unless if other things come up after I come from my doctor's appointment, I could do that on my tablet. Laptop. All right, please take a moment. Oh, my notification. Let's see here if it's something about the squad. Okay, let's see here. And MPs on Public Account Committee have concluded there is no evidence that the staggering sums spent on tests and trace have reduced infection, correctly leading on the story rather than Palace Scoop, the theater. All right, so that's the thing. It's still with the UK, but forget it. All right, please take a moment to subscribe, like, and share.